Hello everyone, this is Wesker Tribe, and today I am going to be playing Lords of the Fallen. Now, what I'm going to try and do is give some people that are new to this some tips on it a little bit. So, save over that one. Yeah, I prefer the Rage power. I call it Rage, even though it's called Brawling. Not very good at reading too much, so I like to go heavy because heavy armor is the best type of thing. You can go light, but I don't really think much of that. That's basically my character build there. I'm gonna be skipping the videos because when you do play this game yourself, be watching them yourself, you know, something to enjoy when you actually play it yourself. If you do want to see any actual full-on walkthrough of it, you know, just send me a message. I'll be glad to do that. Let's skip this.
The monasteries.
Yeah, there's a few special techniques I've learned about this game, like the ways you can go at the enemies, and you can actually trick the AI a little bit. Like there's one move that is really handy if you got a big shield and a big weapon. It's easy to pull off. But I prefer to make my characters a stamina build. So this is the tutorial mode. You basically just block the R1 and your attacks are R1 and R2. It's got some DLC in the right corner there. You can get them from behind, so let him try and swing. Then get him from behind and smack him. That's a good way of doing it. Pardon me. Gotta hold the triangle to open doors. It's pretty straightforward. Oop. Then run with my shield, knock him on his butt. Give him the clump. Back away because he's trying to grab me. Clump him again. I've played a lot of this game, and mostly, nearly every enemy I've fighted, this technique always works. I've even done it against bosses and it works quite well. Push him with the shield, give him a good clump, then back away, take your stamina charge, and do the same routine again and again. I will say this game is really good. Really enjoy this game. Very challenging in some ways, like there's traps you come across, secrets to find, which are quite fun to just hold it wrong to discover. Very much like Dark Souls. Almost sometimes prefer it more than Dark Souls, but there are certain levels where you have to do platforming, like jumping onto things. This game doesn't work very well with that. Not in a game like this anyway. There's also parry in this game where you get, you know, you like kind of, then you hit that. But I can't really do it with any of these shields because I'm playing the heavy build. I should have connected. Slow motion. Kill this guy quickly. Oh, I didn't connect again. Yeah, each boss you defeat as well in this game, each unique weapon you come across, but I'll try and show you, beat the first boss in this level and show you something that I didn't learn straight away. Pardon me. That there's actually certain stats you need for a weapon before you can actually full on equip it and use it properly. So you want to keep your eye out for stuff like that, because you know that can really be a game changer when you think, oh, that weapon only does such and such damage, but no, it actually does more than it says. Yeah, his shield's not so good to block his attacks. Easy to buy. Then let's look at gear. Let's quickly switch to something a bit more powerful. There's a lot more weapons. DLC for this game is very good to have if you do buy the collector's limited edition. I think you can buy them on the marketplace now, so that's one good thing to know. Yeah, that's how you check your stats. I think you press either square or triangle on them. I've not really got a weapon I can't really properly equipped. Ah, yeah, you gotta press triangle on them, and it will basically kind of shows you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you gotta press triangle. It shows you what physical defense and stuff like that. I'm a bit overweight as my character right now, so I take these shoes off. Yeah, when you've got mobility and a big armor, this game's very easy. You know, if you are a quick build, there's lots of people that like to play different, like
what
faster.
Are you waiting for? Open the door.
His part's good to ask him to support you
some help
because they give you a potion
this might
for
be
the boss.
Useful.
Now let's try and defeat the boss. Yeah, the bosses are very unique to this game. You know, you can't just rush at them and expect to win in battle. I like that. So a lot of games you just rush at an enemy and take it down with ease. This game's unique in its style of combat. Oh shit. He got me with that one. Yeah, the load screen there is a bit dirty, but just luckily that doesn't do damage. Roll away from that one. Ah, took a bit of damage. Not so bad. That might get me. I got punished twice in a way for that one. Wait for he tires himself out a bit. Potions. Well, I'll do that downward swing. Oh, yeah, this guy's got a bigger armor defense than me. But I can just do that, run and hold R2. That got me good. Should just move fast from that one. Okay, and you can change stances, like a bit like Dark Souls, so you can go two-handed with your weapon, which I love doing that. And then whack. Oh. Damn, shield's blocking those things. Got punished again. I've come across a lot of bosses in this game, and this boss is actually quite annoying. I can fight some really hard bosses, but this guy can actually... he's almost annoying than the really hard bosses. Like, you get certain bosses, again, don't spoil too much. You get bosses that summon like little minions to fight you as well. A little whack. Ah, I dodged that. Oh. Keeping his guard up more than usual. Probably this annoying. I'm gonna get punched. Yeah, big time. Left me a smidge of health. go back to 2 weapons because you do my head in there. There are some interesting challenges in this game, like defeating the boss without getting hit. It's not that hard to do. Like, with the right stamina, right weight equipment, you can get like stuff that happens like that just did then. Click me with the side of the sword, even though kind of shouldn't have because it weren't even near me really. Yeah, this form's kind of the easiest thing. That should be pretty good. He's gonna. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. And you kind of absorb that power in a weird way. That's that boss done.
What was that?
Yeah, does take his weapon and gives you. Oh, that's something else I got as well with that. But yeah, the weapon, like I'll try and show you now. See, it says requires 15 strength. I didn't notice that when I first played the game because not everyone notices that. It does reduce your damage by a lot, so yeah, when you get your strength up to the right requirement, you can, you know, you get some really good weapons in this game. All the stats there shows you what it does, and you come across different things later on, but you know, I don't want to spoil too much. Oh, keep holding the wrong button. Pardon me. But this is where you level up. And you can level up like your rage, power. You got 3 different powers to pick from when you first start the game. One's like decoy, and then the other one, I've not really used it, but the rage is a very good one because you do so much damage if you use rage. I think I literally, one boss I beat with 3 hits, 2 hits, ridiculous amount. And that was with a really weak weapon, something like just these 2 daggers really, or that sword. You can even fight enemies with just your fists, it's quite funny. But yeah, what I do like about this game, it's not as the first Dark Souls did, is when you swung your sword you couldn't really tell if you couldn't really use it, but in this game, yeah, you swing it like you would actually think, oh, I'm able to use that sword. Which is kind of bad and kind of good because you can't actually properly use it. But yeah, shields, swords, helmets, different helmets to unlock. Loads of stuff to unlock. Things to upgrade. So your strength, your vitality, you know, your faith, yeah. But I'm not a big fan of luck. I really don't like sort of luck in games because you get better loot off killing enemies. Not really a fan of that myself. Damage resistance, all sorts, maximum equipment that you really want, which is really nice because when you do up your strength you kind of get that automatically. Now if you press L2, that banks skill points to upgrade your power, your rage power. Now if you press R2, which is correct, that will rank up your strength, so you'll be able to put a skill point on strength, maximum equipment, up another skill point. It's got like 11 strength, and then I'm out, so I'm on 12 strength there. So yeah, that's how you level up your characters and all that. Just a quick, you know, tip. If anyone likes, you know, if you like what you see of this, I'll do more if you need more help. Just trying to do a quick tutorial. With like big armor, you can run through things more easily, which I really like that. You just break the environment by running through it. Really cool. Lots of things to discover about this game for yourself, like, or if you want to see it in a video. But